Hey friend, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to learn how to live an intentional life or build their creative business. I'll be giving you my very best business tips, bringing you interesting guests, giving you a daily dose of Jesus, and I'm committed to always keeping it real. Grab a cup of coffee and let's dive in. I'm so honored that you're here. Hey, my friends, welcome back to another episode of Monday Fire. This is episode number 10, where I tell you all to quit waiting for confidence. I was also trying to decide if to name this confidence is a crock of crap, or confidence versus courage, or what to do when you're discouraged. But at the end of the day, bottom line is I want to talk to you this week about the confidence lie. What I have found is that in dealing with so many entrepreneurs is that there are a lot of entrepreneurs who think that they need confidence in order to do the next thing in their business, in their life, whatever. So as soon as I get the confidence, I'll go back to school. As soon as I get the confidence, I will resign from my job because I think my part-time job can take over. As soon as I get the confidence, I will submit a blog post to somebody. And I mean, it just kind of goes on and on and on. And I want to tell you that most of the time, what I'm seeing out in the world right now is that the idea of self-confidence is what's selling. Everybody's wanting to feel better about themselves. We all want to be self-confident. And I just have such an issue with this because when you look from a biblical perspective, and these Monday Fires are always from a biblical perspective, the word self-confidence is never in the Bible. It's not a thing. So let me read to you some of the scriptures in the Bible. If you just go and look at like Bible scriptures containing the word confidence. In 1 John 5, it says, "This is the confidence we have in approaching God. If we ask anything according to his will, he will hear us." So they're talking about, it's not self-confidence. It's not confidence in yourself. In Ephesians 3, it says, "In him and through faith in him, we may approach God with freedom and confidence." But it's not like confidence in yourself. In Hebrews, it says, "Let us approach God's throne of grace with confidence." So it's always like when we're approaching God that we can be confident in that because of that relationship we have, but it's never confidence in self. In Jeremiah 17:7, "Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him meaning the Lord." In Philippians, "Be confident of this, that he who has begun a good work in you will carry it on to the completion." Okay, so I hope that you hear what I'm saying here. Self-confidence is a snare, my friends. If you are waiting for self-confidence, you could be waiting for a hot, stinking minute, okay? Because confidence is usually a lie anyway. Number one, I don't want to be confident in myself. I want to be confident in what God can do through me. You know that whole thing that says like, she believed she could, so she did. Well, it's funny. It was my friend Tim Stanley who actually made me start looking at that and going, I used to love that saying, but something about that is no longer sitting right with me. Because he was like, that saying drives me nuts. And I'm like, I wonder why it drives him nuts. And it occurred to me one day that if I'm waiting until I believe that I can, so I do, that I could be waiting a long time. Everything that I've ever done that has been big, hard, and scary, I didn't believe I could. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can. When I started this podcast, I don't know. Will I be good? Will I stink? Will anybody subscribe? Will we get any downloads? Who knows? When I launched my first course, I don't know. I didn't believe that I could sell any, but I was willing to gamble. I was willing to try. She believed she could, so she did. The first triathlon I did, I didn't believe I could do a triathlon. I'd never done a triathlon. I actually coached my inner circle group today. We had over 500 people join us in the last 48 hours. And there was a woman who was talking about she believed she could, so she did. And I was like, girl, listen, if you're waiting to believe in yourself, like how can you, if you've never run a business, if you've never opened a business, which is what her situation was, how can you believe that it's going to be successful or that you can do it when you've never done it before? You have nothing to base your confidence off of. This is why when we look at the Bible, our confidence is supposed to be in the Lord because we have plenty of substantial evidence that shows that he is worthy of that confidence. So instead, what I really want to encourage you is to not be waiting for confidence and to not be praying for confidence and to not be believing for taking courses on confidence and all the things. Instead, I want you to shift your focus to courage, okay? There is such a huge difference between confidence and courage. I actually have a whole entire chapter on this in my book. Courage is saying, you know what? I'm not so sure if I can or cannot, but I'm going to go ahead and try. Courage is, according to John Wayne, being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. Courage is saying, you know what? I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I am willing to try and see what happens. Confidence is, I know what's going to happen. Courage is, I don't know, but I'm willing. Confidence is, oh, I've got this. Courage is, you know what? I don't know if I've got this, but I still believe that I am called to it, that I'm supposed to try it, that I'm supposed to open the store, that I'm supposed to go back to school, that I'm supposed to fill out the adoption forms, that I'm supposed to put an offer in on that house. Courage is, I'm not sure how this is going to shake out, but I feel like I'm supposed to, therefore I'm gonna. That's courage. And that's what I want you to be striving for. That's what I want you to be shooting for. That's where I think you can safely hedge your bets, okay? The only way you get confidence, my friends, is by doing things that require courage. After I did my first triathlon, I still wasn't confident in my swimming. After I did my second triathlon, still not a confident swimmer. After my third, fourth, fifth, eighth, ninth, still not a confident swimmer. But I became confident in the fact that I'm probably not going to die, only because I did the thing I was scared of and did the thing I was scared of and did the thing I was scared of. The reason you are lacking confidence is, number one, you're putting your confidence in yourself and not in him who takes good care of you. And number two, you haven't done the thing enough to have any evidence that you're not going to die. And the only way that you get that evidence, which will ever lead to any confidence in your abilities, is by doing things that require courage, okay? So listen, there are so many Bible scriptures on courage, girl. Listen, this one is in Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. In 1 Corinthians, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. God talks about courage all the time. In Deuteronomy 31:6, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or terrified. The Lord your God goes with you. In 2 Chronicles 15, but you be strong and do not lose courage, for there's a reward for your work. In Matthew 14:27, Jesus spoke to them saying, take courage, don't be afraid. In Psalms 31, be strong and let your heart take courage. I mean, it's over and over in the Bible. Whenever we see the words confidence and courage used in the Bible, the confidence is in the Lord, and you're the one. It requires you to have courage. God's asking you to be courageous. Now listen, have you ever been one of those people that was like, God, I need to pray for patience. Will you give me more patience? And then lots of things get put in your way. The guy cuts you off on traffic. The line at the grocery store is 1,000,000 miles long. Your kids say, Mom, 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 about 500 times that day. Like, you have all these opportunities to display patience because you prayed for it. So just know that if you're going to ask God to make you a person of courage, if you're going to ask God for more courage in your life, do not be surprised when you have things that come your way that you're scared to do and are going to require courage for you to say yes, because that's the way it works. That's how we learn. And so be encouraged today. I hope that this was encouraging. I hope that you are encouraged. I hope that you are acting courageously, regardless of your feelings, regardless of your fear. But stop waiting for confidence, my friends, and start acting courageously. Until next week, be blessed. Bye-bye.